Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to some League of Legends patch notes. Now, today we are here. We are back with patch 7.16. Now, what does patch 7.16 have in store for us? Let's read. Hello there, friends. As we approach Worlds, our changes lean a little bit more on tweaks to make high competitive play more balanced. Okay, so since World is nearby, hopefully we won't see too much drastic nonsense. Along with several mid laners getting changed, we have some other stuff such as Cinderhulk and Ancient Corn, which is broken. All Random Earth is coming back. Finally. Bam Ultra Rapid Forward. Okay. Champions! Caitlyn, the fucking lovely AD of the bot lane. Let's see what they did to Caitlyn. Currently, she's, I think, still very oppressive. I know they're nerfing her, but I feel like they're nerfing a lot of the wrong things on her. Like, what they're nerfing just isn't right for Caitlyn. But I guess they're chipping away at her, so let's see what they do now. So now to Caitlyn. Q deals less damage to targets beyond the first. It already did that, I thought. W base damage decreased at early ranks, ratio reduced. Alright, while recent changes to Caitlyn focused on her late game team fighting, yes. This patch is about how the Sheriff gets there. Kate has historically had rocky mid-game. Her early strength wanes as laning phase ends, but she doesn't hit carry stats for another few thousand golds worth of items after that. The mid-game lull was largely erased when we smoothed out marksman items. Okay, so what'd they do? Caitlyn's ideal teamfight contributions. Trap procs were hitting slightly too hard. Okay. So, Q. 67% enemies behind 50. That actually hurts her laning, her laning a huge amount. That's actually really big. And Yordle snap traps, W. 30, 70, 150, 190 plus 0.7. They raised, I mean, they lowered it by 0.1. Huh. So, what does it do to Caitlyn? I'm actually really glad her Q got nerfed. Caitlyn's main form of harass in lane was to poke you out with autos out of the high range, and if you would stay in the minions, she could just Q you. But since they're lowering that damage, it's actually better. I hate seeing Caitlyn nerfed, but I understand why they're doing it, and I also like it, because Caitlyn's just such an oppressive AD in this meta, where she could just outrange you. She's known as one of the best because she's so safe. A lot of the top ADs right now are really safe ADs. Tristana, Sivir, and Caitlyn. You know, they're really safe, so they're played a lot. And they're nerfing Caitlyn because she's just too oppressive, I feel. They're going to hit Tristana soon, though. But anyway, I'm glad they nerfed Caitlyn, but I'm sad because I have Caitlyn's skin, and now I kind of don't want to play her. Anyway, Fiora. I played Fiora. They are gutting Fiora like no other. Like, they took off the move speed passive from the ulti, and I know a lot of the Fiora mains fucking complained out, like, everything. So let's see. I'm hoping they buff her, but I see red numbers, so I don't know if they buffed her. Duelist Dance bonus movement speed increased at later ranks of Grand Challenge. Bonus move speed 15, 20, 25, 30, 15, 25, 30. Okay, so it's a buff, actually. Good. Back at 7.2, we gave Fiora's opponents better opportunities to both retaliate as she aimed to pierce their vitals because they took out the move speed. Moving Grand Challenge's free movement speed had the desired effect, but the hit to Duelist Stance left Fiora less nimble than we'd like. Alright, so they're just putting more mobility into her. Feels good. I think she needs this. Will she be as good as before? No. Will it help her? Yes. So, I think pretty good on Fiora there. I don't know how she is in the meta right now, because I know a lot of tanks are being played. But I think this should help her be okay, but not be used, because fuck Fiora. She's essentially not that good anymore. Kane, the favorite Wonder Boy. I still think they need to buff Assassin. I think Assassin's way too weak. Like, why would you not go... I mean, maybe it's the meta right now, because the meta's just full of fucking tanks, but, like, why would you not go Darkin? There's no reason not to. You heal a shit ton, you still do damage, and all you're up against is tanks who can just stop you from getting to the back line. But, like, I don't know. I feel like they need to maybe buff the ulti's damage more, buff the W damage more with Shadow Assassin. The increased range in a Shadow casting is cool, but it's like, we need more. Anyway, I think he needs a buff. Kane no longer gains transformation progress from ticks of Corrupting Potion, Deathfire, Red Buff, or Challenging Smite. That's fucked up. So they basically nerfed Lane Kane, and they only want him to go into the jungle. W, Blades Reach. Shadow Assassin Kane tooltip for Blades Reach now displays the proper slow duration, slow value, and bonus attack damage ratio. And game effects are unchanged. And R, Kane once again marks targets for R and will trespass even when his damage is completely absorbed by a shield. Wow, that's a huge bug fix, actually. That helps him out. So more bug fixing, but this is overall a nerf to Kane. Because of the passive, they don't want him laning. That's kind of fucked up. But I think he needs more buffs. I still think he's pretty weak unless he's going Darkin, which then he's really fucking strong. So next, Maokai. This boy is a roller coaster of League of Legends at this point. I'm getting Rise vibes off him. Like, they rework him, he's crazy. They nerf him, he's stupid. They buff him, he's crazy. They rework him, he's either stupid or crazy. When they reworked him, he was ass. But now he's crazy, so they nerfed him because they buffed him too much. And let's see what they did. Sapling toss damage down at early ranks. Okay. Max out. They are just nerfing the fuck out of this E so much. But I like that because I think Maokai's in a really good spot. I think he's the top jungler now too. So I do not want to see more of Maokai. Fuck Maokai. Nerf him. Nerf him and revert his ult back. If he had the old ult, he'd be good again. Fuck this new Maokai. Sion. I actually know this change already, and I love it. But let's go over it anyway. Sion. W grants more health for killing small units. R's max damage is increased. Sion never truly recovered from mid-season's durability item changes through this lens, giving him the means to win back some late-game tankiness is fairly straightforward. We're packing more punch into Unstoppable Onslaught. Okay. So, this is actually a really big change, because it's late game. It's for late game. Think about this. You gain 1 extra health, so 3 instead of 2 for killing anything that's small, that doesn't give 10. I love that. Anything that you can stack better off of, I love. Like, imagine if Nasus's stacks were 4 instead of 3. That'd be huge. That would be huge. Because it's like multiplicative. It's hard to explain. But I'm really happy. Bonus health per large unit killed is 10. So basically, the small minions that you farm in lane anyway, you're just going to be getting more health from it, which is really good. I like that. Minimum damage changed from... Okay, so they essentially just changed the max damage by 9, 10, 11, to 300, like, really late game. That's really good. And wait, he wasn't immune to Lulu's W during his Unstoppable Onslaught. That's fucking hilarious. You'd see this big choo-choo train charging towards you, and then he just turned into, like, a little cupcake. Wow. Alright, next. Vi. I haven't seen a lot of Vi in my solo queue games. I don't know about high elo, but I'm low elo trash, so... Vi, like, in the past has done really well in low elo, and then she just fell off from nerfs, so it's like... I think if they buff her too much, it's going to be horrendously good, because that's what Vi is. But if they don't buff her too much, she's not going to be used like right now, because she's not fucking used. Okay, let's see what they changed. R cooldown decreased. Okay, that's just a straight buff. And she ends a short distance behind her target. Cool. She's like Talon's old fucking E, I think, right? I don't remember the old Talon. E attacks can't be cancelled. Oh, really? Huh. Okay. I mean, I think that's kind of a nerf. Or maybe it's a buff, because people cancel their autos way too fucking much. So maybe it's a buff. Anyway, good for Vi. I don't think this is going to make her too crazy, but it's definitely going to hopefully help her see play, I think. So that's good. Are those all the balance changes? What the fuck? Alright, let's see this. On-hit interactions with the wards. It makes sense for the attack reset abilities Blitzcrank, E, Power Fist to consume their on-hit effects when used on wards. You're choosing to burn a cooldown to play the vision game. But you can't choose not to use a stack or time-based proc. Example, Caitlyn's passive headshot when it's up. You're just forced to play an extra cost to play the vision game. This is more uncontrollable punishment. So we generally avoid having these effects to be consumed against wards. It's changed below. Oh, okay. So Aatrox's W no longer procs. Jax's third hit no longer procs. That's actually really fucking good. I hope to see Urgot in here, because if Urgot is not in here, that's bullshit. Because his W hits wards and it actually makes him, like, stupidly counterable. Alright, Jace. Transform on hit effects. That's good. Passive stacks. That's amazing. Wow, Urgot. Wait, is Urgot not here? That's insane. We're fast approaching the Worlds patch. 7.18 for reference. Damn, so they're gonna have fucking Ornn in Worlds. That's pretty cool. Preparations like changes. Okay, so I love how it just says mid lane Worlds balance because they know mid laners are the fucking stars of the show. Mana per level. Wait, let me actually read the rest. One of which will fall to Worlds prep bucket. We're paying attention to mid lane. The others would soon raise as top contenders. Keep that in mind. Enemy names will seem to be coming out of left field. You can get the context for each champion individually below. Okay. Cassio is known and picked for her ability to control her lane very well during early levels. Okay. So what are they doing? Mana per level increased. They're hurting her laning. E-base damage down, hurting her laning early. And AP ratio increased, helping her late game. So that's good. They literally just are hurting her early. Corki. Base attack damage decreased, hurting us early. Fizz, E cooldown decreased. What? Fizz should excel against during early lane phase. The nimble trickster is not faring so well and we're giving him... Okay, so they're buffing him. Don't buff Fizz, man. Come on. Galio, our cooldown increased as earlier ranks and our ally damage reduction reduced at later ranks. Wow, that's kind of fucked up. I don't think Galio's ult is that big an issue. I think it's just the whole rest of his kit, but I guess if they're shaving off power, his ult is the first thing to go. The ally damage reduction doesn't really matter because it's for literally as he's casting it. So it's like for 1 or 2 seconds. It's not that much. So I'm not too sad to see this change or get nerfed. LeBlanc, Q damage against minions decreased. We're going to see a whole bunch of more LeBlanc nerfs because she's fucking always ridiculous in the pros' hands. Until she's unusable. Orianna, W base damage decreased. Buffer range with Q decreased. Wait, what? Huh. Wait, Q damage, buffered cast range. When the ball is moving from Q command attack, Orianna can Q up command dissonance if the ball is within... Oh my god. That's horrible. Orianna has to wait to press W until the ball is closer to the target's location. You can't press W immediately. You have to wait till the ball gets there. Wow. That's actually a big thing. It's going to force a lot of players to relearn how they play Ori, kind of. Or just spam W, I guess. So maybe not. Maybe I'm stupid. I know I'm stupid. I just do these fucking patch notes just to troll around and give my opinion on this shit. Anyway, so that's nerf. E, base damage down. You don't really use the E for too much damage, and it's not meant for damage, so... So it's fine nerfing it, I guess. Oh, no, that's a shield. Oh, I thought that was the damage. Never mind. I guess they're reducing her safety. Because she is pretty safe. She gives move speed to herself, a slow to the enemy, and she has a personal shield. So she makes her trading really fucking good. So I'm actually glad to see that nerfed. Because a good Orianna will always win lane. Or very rarely lose lane. Alright, Q. Syndra AP... Oh, yeah. Syndra Q AP ratio reduced, E AP ratio increased. Huh. So they don't want her to poke as much, and they want it to be more rewarding to land the E. So they're kind of hurting her laning. But they're making her AoE better. I mean, the Q's kind of AoE, but the E's better, so... I hope Syndra doesn't become good again, because I remember back in the day when I was a little bronzy in Season 4, I used to play Veigar mid. I still do. But back in Season 4, Syndra was actually used a shit ton by, like, us lower elo plebs. So when I saw it, when I saw Syndra in lane as Veigar, I lost. I knew I lost. I was done. A Syndra always raped me. I mean, that, of course, when she was ridiculous and not nerfed as she is now, but I'm scared but happy that she's getting nerfed. But it's like, I don't want the mains to be, like, sad about it. Because I know when a champion I play gets nerfed, I'm sad. I don't want the Syndra mains to be sad, but I also don't want them to fucking click one button and have no counterplay. So, but hey, I'm a Veigar player. What do I know? Talia. Q mana cost increase. Talia often gets to push her opponents in lane freely, getting time straight into raw damage instead of solving the mana issues. So they're increasing her mana. That is kind of true. Talia doesn't build mana early, and almost every other mid laner builds some sort of mana early, like Morello's or something. So it's actually really surprising that Talia doesn't have that issue, considering how much she spams. She's essentially like the old school Ziggs who would just spam Q and not have to do anything about it. So actually, I like this because I haven't gone against good Talias, but I've seen some good ones on my team and they rape. Like they always do the most damage. Okay, anyway, items. Ancient Coin. This item is broken. This is better than every other support item because it gives you the most gold. Of course, if you're a tank, you should still build the tank one. But if you're like an AP dealer or just want gold, you get Ancient Coin. Now, they're making it give back less mana, so that kind of makes it better for the poke people. So, like, Jenna's not a poke person, right? She doesn't have mana issues like crazy. Sona used to get this item, and she used to make more money than with the other thing. So I guess with Sona, it's like better now, or supports that are meant to poke, because it gives less mana. I don't know if the other item gives more, but any way they can nerf this thing is fine, because it gives way too much over the other support items. Not saying giving too much is bad, but maybe try and buff up the other support items a little bit. Okay, Cinder Hulk. Combined cost up, straight nerf. Tanks are too fucking OP. Good, thank you. Update VFX to improve clarity. Alright, good. Because I didn't know when the fuck this thing was up or when it went off. Unless I really tried to see it. So I guess that's fine. Vision ping. This one is a long one coming, bro. We're happy to say the enemy vision here ping is finally here. Looking into solutions, but the function has made it into live. Wait, how do you do it? Enemy ward here has been added to the key binding option. It's currently not. It's not currently bindable through the client. Oh, rip. So you have to be in game to do it. Enemy ward here has no default key binding, so you'll need to manually set it. And this is the change I fucking love for everything. I love the way they did it too. The skins that you have are actually going to appear in game, like when you see your champion's face, it uses their like default splash art for the face. Now it's going to use every single skin's face. Thank the Lord on the HUD. Spectator indicator cleanup, no one cares. Champ select, cool. Free to play champs. Oh, this is actually big. I should say this. So the free to play champions are actually increasing now, because since there's so many champions in League, and there's so many bans now. Well, it doesn't have to do with bans, I guess, but since they're still adding so many champs to League, they're gonna make the free to play champ rotation to 10%. And here's what my thoughts are in this. My thoughts on this are like, some god at Riot was like, listen guys, maybe we do have too much money. Maybe we're making too much money. Let's give the players a little bit more free stuff. And then you have the fucking like CEOs at his throat with a knife saying, "What the fuck did you just say, bitch? What the fuck did you just say?" And he's like, yo, come on. Look at our stock. And then he gets the stock chart and it's like the little up arrow and it's like, "Oh yeah, cool, yo, we're making a lot of money. Maybe this guy's right." So they're thinking, hey, we're making enough money, because they're obviously taking a money hit from this. Because if you give the players more free-to-play champs, that could in turn result in new like players buying the champs with money. But if you give them less, and League is the way it is, you want to play new champs, a lot of people end up buying champs with RP. So it's like, having more free champions kind of reduces that. So overall, I think they're taking a money hit for this, but it's warranted. Because now it's going to be constantly updating. It's always going to be 10% of the current champion roster. So, finally, the coup de grace. Earth is coming back. Thank the Lord. And it's all random, so that's cool. Bug fixes, we don't care. Da la 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 la. Upcoming skins. These skins are amazing. This one looks fucking weird because its animations look really clunky, but cool. This one I hate. Its music is fine, its effects are okay, but it's all blue. If you want blue effects, go to Cryocore brand. Battle Boss Ziggs is amazing. Battle Boss Malzahar is amazing. Lancer Zero Hecarim looks cool, pretty cool, and then some chromas. So that's the patch. A lot of balance changes, and then next patch we have Ornn. But I'll talk about Ornn when that patch comes out. So, that's been it for patch 7.16. 1 AD got nerfed, I think. Was it just Caitlyn? I think it was just Caitlyn. 1 AD got nerfed, but it's the AD that I hate and love. I love and hate all ADs, though. So, I'm going to have to rate this one just because of all of the changes. I'm going to have to rate this one... fuck. I don't want to be too harsh, but I didn't really like it. There were some changes I liked, but those changes were very aesthetic. A lot of the balance changes, I don't know. I would say this one will get... I'm thinking... 6.5 Mark Merrills out of 10 Mark Merrills. Just because it has a lot of aesthetically pleasing changes to me. The champ skin update, where every skin, you see like the skin in the HUD now. The Vision Ping Ward is good. But a lot of nerfs I don't like. Caitlyn nerf, Fiora nerf, why? Kayn nerf, we can't go fucking lane with him now. Maokai nerfed, which is... I don't know, I think they're nerfing the wrong thing. Scion buff, which is I like. Vi buff, ew. I went over the rest. So, yeah, 6.5 Mark Merrills out of 10. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.